was in Brooklyn Bridge Park, and I spotted Omari Hardwick. And I walked up to him, and, you know, I told him he was a great actor.
She walked like 100.
And I told him I was a fan and that could I get a photo with him? And he was like, no photos because I'm with my family. So I said, oh, really? Okay. And I went to walk off. He started yelling and screaming at me, oh, all you care about is goals. You didn't even acknowledge my family. And he just went all off telling me he doesn't even want me to be his fan.
He said that's
laughing. I didn't even say nothing. I turned around and I looked at him and I said, you know what? I said, now I see that you are really the complete and I just turned around and I just walked off.
I said, that's not the Omari. We know.
What happened?
Envy knew already what happened.
Oh, okay.
The brother,
that's not the Omari I know.
The brother walked, he's probably thinking, the sister walked up like 100 miles, so there was a nanny there, and the nanny was like, she's been following you for like that 3 blocks. So I was like, oh, so she come. I said, no, ma'am, I'm with my family, you know, whatever. And she was like, really? No picture? She said, really? As if, are you crazy? You knew, Emmy. She didn't at all walk away and go, okay, I got you. She sat there and looked at me and went, really? And I said, really? I'm with my family. God bless you. Which I always say, God bless you. Then she stays, and then the nanny goes like, he said it. He's with his family. I said, you're staring at me. You're not even acknowledging my family. So the only reason I said you're not acknowledging my family is because I'm like, are you trying to buck up at me? Like, what are you doing? Why are you staring at me?
Right.
I said it.
It's always a hard thing.
I said it. Yeah. I said no.
Okay, I want to weigh in on this Omari Hardwick situation where a fan approached him and he was with his family and she said that he was being rude. Before I heard this explanation, I was completely torn because I do understand how it is when someone is being disrespectful toward your spouse. I do understand also that being in the entertainment business, sometimes we think that these entertainers are avatars and they're just for our entertainment. But we do still need to understand that they do have a life outside of being an entertainer. However, I can't see anything that this woman did that was so out of line. And when I heard his explanation and he was like, she said, really? Really? And he tried to put so much emphasis on the really part, like that was such a big deal. If something like that happened, like if you're an entertainer and somebody saying really tips you off, then maybe this is not the business for you. And then I didn't like the fact that he was like she was threatening. Nothing about the conversation seemed threatening. He said that she bucked up like, really? Really? Like, you think this woman is getting ready to fight you because of a picture? That just seemed kind of far-fetched to me. And finally, he mentioned that he was with his family and she didn't acknowledge his family. Well, you have to understand that your family is not the entertainer. Your family is not the one who is famous. So that in itself seemed kind of strange that he would bring that up and make that like that was a big deal for him. I can see if it was another actor or another actress or someone on that level, but a fan, I don't think you should be expecting a fan to acknowledge your family. If I was an entertainer, I would probably be more like Tika Sumter, and I would get my family away from the mix, away from all of the madness. What I think is really happening is, like he said, he's not used to all of the attention that he's getting. He's not used to this celebrity. Overall, I just think he was kind of rude and out of line. I think if he didn't want to take a picture, that is his prerogative. And I think that he maybe should have said no and respectfully declined. And if she stood there and said, really, then he should have continued on with his day without talking forcefully to this woman. She is a fan. And this may be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for her. So I think that he handled this completely the wrong way. and then going to bat on the internet. It was completely out of line and distasteful. And I feel that he owed this woman an apology. So let me know your thoughts on this situation.